So today we're going to be doing a one and done eyeshadow look using cream eyeshadow. I have everything from e.l.f. to Charlotte Tilbury, and I'm going to talk you through what best cream eyeshadows are for mature eyelids. So in case you're interested, then keep on watching. Hey guys, it's Kat and welcome to my channel. Yes, I love a good one and done eyeshadow look, especially with cream eyeshadows. Nowadays, we have such a poo-poo platter of cream eyeshadows to select from, everything ranging from $5 all the way up to $32. I think that's my most expensive cream eyeshadow. Am I crazy? But yeah, I'm going to show you what techniques to use, how to blend them out, and making sure they don't crease on our mature eyelids. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, you guys, I apologize for the hair. This is like my usual look, pull the hair off the face, and I figured since we're focusing on the eyes, that's exactly what I would do today. So I'm just gonna pin my hair back. Now I have all of my complexion products on, blush, bronzer, eyebrows. I'll be sure to put all the products in the links down below. If you do click on it, it does help out my channel. So yeah, and if you don't, that's cool too. So let's start out with the different types of cream eyeshadow. One of the caveats of using cream eyeshadow, especially at our age, is it'll show texture. Well, the selections that I've made, these do not budge, these do not show texture, and I made sure I picked the very best, what's going to work for us. But before we get started, is this not the cutest sock monkey mug? This is what I won during the Yankee Swap Naughty Santa Christmas party gift exchange. So cute. Anyway, the first one that I want to start out with, we're probably very familiar with because it's from e.l.f. It is their No Budge Cream Eyeshadow. They also have it in their shadow sticks. These are so good. These retail for $5. They come in so many different shades. Let's start out with the No Budge Cream Eyeshadow. This is in the shade Sand Dune. These are perfect for those quick and easy days where you just want to throw something on, and I'm just going to throw it on right now. I love this shade because it looks so beautiful on the eyelids. It's quite balmy, but man, once you put it on, it is on for good. So I like putting it right on the lid and then taking a brush with cat hair on it and then softly blending out the edges. This is a great formula because you have time to work with it. It's not going to dry down super fast, and that's all you need. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, very subtle, very pretty. That literally took seconds. And when you use a brush, you're just softening that line and blending it up towards the brow bone. Easy, simple. I love this shade. They also have it, like I said, in the shadow sticks, and these are so wonderful because you can use them as eyeliner, you can use them as shadows. They come in shimmers as well as matte formulas. This one is in the shade Magnetic Pull, and it's like a pink shade, and I'm going to show you on the back of my hand, but it's really pretty and subtle and shimmery. So this is a matte shade, the e.l.f. side, and I'm going to show you how this looks. If we're just going to go all over the lid, it almost has a plummy look to it. I'm just going all over the lid like that. Oh, this is so pretty. And again, it's almost the same formula, but it's in stick form. And I'm going to take like a fan brush and just blend that out up to the brow bone. Again, simple, subtle, with just a hint of color. You cannot go wrong with the No Budge shadow sticks or the cream pots. Now, if I had to pick between the two, I'd probably go with the shadow sticks because some of the shades of the No Budge cream eyeshadows can get a little, ooh, how should I say this? A little stiff, like they're not as balmy as some of the shades. Like I know I tried the lavender one, that one was so pretty, but it was so difficult to apply on the eyelid. For some reason, it was just a thicker consistency, but if you're looking for just a beautiful everyday shade to throw on the lids, No Budge baby from e.l.f. Both, I recommend both the shadow stick and the cream pot, but this shade in particular, Sand Dune. Milani also came out with their cream eyeshadow sticks in the Gilded shadow sticks. These are a little bit creamier than the e.l.f. No Budge. They also come in a beautiful range of shades. And this is like a deep dark purple. But look how pretty these are. But I like the e.l.f. For some reason, I really like the e.l.f. better They really just don't budge on the lids. They don't crease. They're comfortable. You don't even know they're there, but definitely love these. I'm gonna go ahead and remove this. And maybe I shouldn't have started out with this one because this one is really no budge. This is gonna stay all day, but I'm just removing it with a makeup wipe because I wanna show you some more that I have. So now that I removed the eyeshadow, I'm just gonna apply some concealer onto my lids. You can use an eyeshadow primer. An eyeshadow primer is really, really good if you have oily lids. Now I have naturally drier eyelids. It just comes with the territory. And that's why I just like using a concealer. Today I'm just using the Physicians Formula Butter Glow Concealer. It's just to create a smooth canvas and to cover up any sort of discoloration that I have. I find it works really well as an eyeshadow primer, so that's probably a step that I skip in purchasing. Now, Merit recently released their solo cream eyeshadows, and I really have been enjoying them. I got the shades Brun and xoxo. These are a little pricier, but they do not move. They don't crease on mature eyelids. I remember wearing this past summer, and it was so hot and humid, but I'm like, oh my goodness, this did not move whatsoever. But the problem with this eyeshadow is you have to work fast. It dries down super quick and you gotta move fast. This is a gorgeous deep brown chocolate. And then I'm gonna go ahead and plop it on the lids. Like I said, you have to move fast. And since I laid down that concealer, it's really gonna provide a nice little base for this solo shadow. And like I said, I'm just plopping it all over the lid. This would look stunning for an evening look. And again, I'm quickly gonna take a clean brush and just buff it. Oh, look how pretty that is and how fast. These are fabulous, so good. It's a little bit on the pricier side, but it is so worth it, especially if you want it to last all day, if you want it to look super uber smooth on mature lids. But I love this shade Brun. You can amp up the pigment for a gorgeous evening look. It just performs super well. And then the other shade I wanted to show you is in xoxo. It's a beautiful plum mauve shade. Do you say mauve or mauve? I've never said mauve. I've always said mauve. Anyway, okay, so I still have a lot of pigment left on my fingertips, so I'm gonna clean it off. And let's go in with xoxo. This is beautiful. This would be beautiful on like blue eyes or green eyes. If I can open it up. These are definitely sealed nice and tight. Now it looks very unassuming in the pot, right? But this, ooh, so beautiful in pigment. It's just a little mauve. Oh, it's so creamy. And again, it's deceiving. It's super creamy. However, it'll dry down and it's not gonna go anywhere, I promise. And look how subtle and gorgeous that is. Oh, and what I love about these shades is that they're matte. But we're gonna get into some shimmers. Again, it dries down super fast, but it's just gonna give you that beautiful wash of color. And like I said, you can build up the opacity so you can get a really dramatic look. But for every day, look how gorgeous that color is. I'm gonna go ahead and take my brush and then blend it. So beautiful, so subtle. I don't know which side I like better. I like both. These are gorgeous. Like I said, they're a little bit on the pricier side. However, you get what you pay for. These are gonna last all day long. They're gonna look ultra smooth on your lids. I think they're gorgeous. I do wanna give a runner up to Maybelline Color Tattoo's 24-hour cream eyeshadows. I love these shadows because A, they're affordable. B, they come in so many beautiful shades. These kind of have a little shimmer to it. So if you're looking for a cream eyeshadow that's, you know, shimmery, these are lovely. This is in the shade Socialite. They're not as balmy as, let's say, the e.l.f., but they still provide a beautiful sheen and a beautiful pop of color. And I've always thought High Roller, this bronzy shade, isn't that beautiful? Is a dupe for the very expensive Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize cream eyeshadow. In terms of texture, they are worlds apart, but in terms of shades, very close. Now the Maybelline is a little bit warmer, and this one is more of a cool tone bronzy shade. And I just wanted to show you, and they're both shimmers. And oh my God, my arm looks like a mess. This is the Maybelline in High Roller. And then we've got the Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize in Oyster Pearl. This is so beautiful. The texture is almost moussey, and it really just glides on the eyes. You really don't use a lot. In terms of texture, the Charlotte Tilbury is moussey, and the Maybelline High Roller is going to be more balmy. Shade-wise, they look really similar, but this one is super expensive. I believe it costs like $32, but yeah. I mean, if you're gonna commit to a Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize, you better get a shade that you love. Let's see what it looks like. I wanna see what it looks like on top of this cream eyeshadow. Ooh. Stunning, absolutely stunning. Do you see? You can actually mix the two. Blend that out. Beautiful, I love it. I absolutely love this. I don't want to take this look off. Okay, all right, so let me remove this. Oh yeah, this is not going anywhere. My eyelids are gonna be so raw. My final cream eyeshadow that I have been absolutely loving. I bought one shade, I immediately turned around and got another shade because this is probably the creme de la creme of cream eyeshadows because it's a shimmer, but it doesn't add any texture to our mature eyelids. They come in such an amazing range of colors, and they're just so pretty on the eyelids. They kind of bounce and reflect the light away, but the pigment is gorgeous. You can build it up, you can sheer it out, but it is from RMS, their Eyelids Cream Eyeshadow. I picked up the shades. First I picked up Moon Dust, fell in love with it. I turned around and got Supernova, but Moon Dust is like a champagne color. You're gonna squeeze it out of the tube and you barely need any. This is perfect for the holidays. If you want your eyelids to look like they just had a sip of champagne, this is the shade to go for. And you know what? Even if you just want to use it in the inner corner, you can, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just pop it right there. Instantly brightens the eyes. But this is a formula that does dry down fast. However, it is gonna look so smooth like glass on your lids, and it doesn't crease, it doesn't move. It's just so, so pretty. And I'm gonna show you Supernova. It is a gorgeous bronzy shade. Oh, that's too much. But I wanted to show you what it looked like on here. Look how beautiful and dramatic it is. It's almost like a, I don't know, it's a deep bronze shade. So what I'm gonna do is just gonna take a tiny bit, maybe too much, and then put it on the lid. But look how glassy it looks on the lids. I'm not flipping you off. It's seriously so smooth. I have never tried a cream eyeshadow that makes my eyelids look like glass. Oh my gosh, this is so stunning. This is, if you have not tried this eyeshadow, I know it's a little bit on the pricier side, but man, is it worth it, especially if you like shimmer eyeshadows, especially if you're lazy like me and you want to do a one and done eyeshadow look, literally no effort. This is the eyeshadow for you. It truly is magical how smooth and glassy they look on the eyes. And I'm gonna amp it up. That's what I'm gonna do. Supernova is the perfect shade, I think, for the holidays. And just blend that up and out to soften those lines. I mean, I love doing eyeshadow tutorials. I love eyeshadow palettes, but for those who just want something quick and easy to throw on that's going to look seamless on your eyes and it's gonna make you look like you spent hours doing your eyeshadow, this is so ideal This is absolutely my favorite. So what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna throw on some mascara and eyeshadow, and I'm gonna round up my favorites. And here we are with the final look. So I tight lined my upper waterline with the Essence Long Lasting Eyeliner in Hot Chocolate. You know, it's one of my all-time faves. And to smoke out the lower lash line, I went in with the e.l.f. No Budge Matte Crayon Stick, and I believe this is in the shade Coffee Bean, but it's a beautiful dark chocolate brown. I put it on a packing brush, and I just kind of went along the lower lash line on the outer thirds, smoked it out. You know it's not gonna move, you know it's not gonna budge. It just looks so beautiful with this whole eye look. And remember, we just used one eyeshadow. Well, okay, two, if you count, like, you know, I just threw in that little highlighter from the other cream eyeshadow from RMS in Moon Dust. This just goes to show you, you don't need to put a lot of effort in to get a beautiful eyeshadow look. You can go from simple everyday looks to full-blown evening glam with just one swipe of cream eyeshadow and then just blending it out. All you need to do is get one of these kind of brushes. This is the BK203. I love these brushes. Remember we used to use them back in the day? It's like a fan brush, and it's super easy just to blend out the color for a simple, elegant look. The RMS Eyelights cream eyeshadows literally look like glass on the lids. It does not show any texture. You saw how easily it went on, and it's not gonna move, and I love that it doesn't crease. And as far as the Merit Solo Shadows, these are great if you're into matte shades. Remember, these dry down super quickly. You can build up the opacity. These are fantastic as well. I do love the ease of the Matte No Budge shadow sticks. They come in shimmers, they come in mattes, and they're affordable. They're $5 each. These are really fantastic if you're on a budget. Plus, these are multifunctional. You can use them as eyeliner as well. As far as the Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize, I have to say this, and I'm gonna say it. I think Charlotte Tilbury is overpriced. I really do. For one pot of eyeshadow, even though it's really, really good, it's $32. It probably went up, but I've had this for a while, but if you can afford it, fantastic. Like I said, I purchase high-end makeup so I can find dupes, but this is super expensive, overpriced, and overhyped. I don't know, Charlotte Tilbury to me is either hit or miss. This is definitely a hit, but it is super pricey. I would rather spend the money on this any day over this. And I think this is $28. But yeah, those are my thoughts on cream eyeshadows and an easy one and done eyeshadow look. What do you think, guys? How easy was that? Especially when we're rushed around the holidays and you just want to pull yourself together, look polished. One and done, baby. I had fun. I hope you did too. And if you enjoy this type of content, please consider subscribing. I would love it if you'd be a part of our family. But for now, mahal kita. I love you, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.